everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. It is Monday, July 7th. Yes, this is live, real, and happening. For those of you who are watching this on a recorded session, definitely make sure that you are taking notes because we've got another training coming your way. But before we do the training for today, obviously our executive team in here and all the bodies that are in here making things happen for you day in and day out behind the scene are here. And you are the most valuable asset that we have. The member of the Diva Network, the ladies all around the world who are making them happen, and of course the men who support them, like Dan, Jimmy, and myself, and many, many, many others. So why don't we go ahead and get the party started? Adora, love to pass the buck to you if there are any updates or any remarks that you would want to share with us. And then we can go to Alexandra, and then we can go to Jimmy, and then let some training rain because I'm fired up today. I got a good one for you.
Woo, woo, woo. Alexandra, looking sharp, sister. Look at that.
Look my hair back.
I know, I love, and the suit, I love it. Black on black. Good to see all of you, Lorna, Dan, Melanie, everyone on and off camera. The main thing is that we just celebrated our freedom or independence here in the US. And I know I'm in a room full of freedom fighters. No matter where you are in the world, you're fighting, and maybe fight's a heavy word. Maybe you like to say you play the game of life. So you choose, but we're all standing for individual freedom for our family, freedom for women, children, relationships, all of that. And so it's time to get back into momentum. I'm excited. You know, this week is the II broadcast. So many of you have received your tools already, your marketing tools, so you can start to market. You've been preparing. JKN will be up in a moment to give you any announcements about that. I also want to remind you, I want to remind you of the founders trip, but I'll be doing the II broadcast from the Napoleon Hill Foundation. So really excited about that as well. It's a big week for many reasons. Things that are going to happen there will pour into what happens here in our community on the other side. And that is something I am guaranteeing you right now. We have some really big things coming on the other side of that meeting. I think the merch store, we're figuring out what we're going to do with that. I think we were all pretty busy, and so I don't know if we're going to extend that store being open or close it for now and open it again later. But my main announcements are, or my updates are, I'm very excited about what's coming and experiencing the afterglow of you all being on the II broadcast and what opens up for you in your world. JKN? Yay!
Sheila, I was just getting ready to send you a message. I am sending you a message, Sheila. Other than that, I'll just be touching base. Most of you have confirmed with me your times for this week, but I am super paranoid, so I'm going to make sure that you got the Google invite that I sent you, and that the link is correct in the Google invite that I sent you, and that you know that time I made those specifically in Pacific time, because David's team is working in Pacific time. So I want to make sure we're all on the same time page. So just be looking for me to probably be stalking you the rest of the week to make sure that we're all where we need to be and we're all on time and beautiful. And that is all for the broadcast.
Well, and when you post your graphics, and now is the time to post your graphics and send your email, please tag the Diva Network, and we will reshare those graphics as well as they're coming across onto our stories. Okay. All right. Jimmy?
Yeah, just for me, it's, we just had some great meetings again. Very, very productive week. I love the direction that we're going, tightening things up, all around. I'm not going to spend the next 10 minutes telling you all the things, but there's a lot that are just getting tightened up, and so it's good that we have two sides of the business that are both congruently moving forward, and that's always a good sign for revenue, plus all the extra things that we're looking at adding in too. So just want to thank all of you as you guys continue to grow your businesses, and you're seeing lots of wins there. And then just what Ali and Jennifer have been doing for the network side, and then of course what Alexander is doing for the local side. I mean, just lots of great things. We see the reports every Monday, and so we see the growth, and we just want to ramp it up even faster. From where it is today to 10, 50x as fast as possible. So personally, on my side, I have been making some really big moves in the real estate side of the business for our locals, and that's been some of my focus, just based upon relationships. And so anyways, moving the needle on that side. My moves tend to be a little bit bigger, so they move the needle fast. So that's where I'm at right now. Alexandra.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. From my side, Diva Locals, I just got off the phone with Sheila and Natalia. We're putting together some really fun marketing for the Orlando premiere, and our partnership with them. So we came up with some really amazing ideas of how to really leverage from their already big, membership that they have, or just people that attend their events. So I'm excited about that. Had a great meeting last week with Diva Locals, 4 of the California chapter. Again, we came up with some really awesome ideas to get them launched, and really, I see Justine's on and Melanie. That was a really, really great meeting. I'm looking forward to, taking that to the next level for the next few weeks and get these chapters officially launched. So a lot of great things. I've been working basically really close to all the presidents. We're kind of working backwards at this point because we were launched so fast, but then we technically didn't launch the chapter, if that makes sense. We onboarded. So right now we're just really working close with each president to get their chapters launched as soon as possible. So that's my focus for the next few weeks, and that's what I have to report today.
Okay, great. Well, I'm back to you, Ali.
Thank you.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, obviously, thank you so much for all those updates. Y'all ready and fired up or what? Yeah. Okay. Good. Because I ask every single week, and I'm gonna keep asking until we don't need to ask no more. Until your energy and excitement is taking over. I'll tell you this. One of the things that obviously I try to do every single time before I start into a meeting or a training, specifically here for us in the Diva Network, is to identify what is the most relevant thing that I learned in the last 7 days and share that with you, right? Like I always talk about invest, learn, teach. So how can we invest, learn, and teach if I don't tell you what I have learned, right? So let me initiate by saying AI is going to absolutely change our businesses forever. And I want you to consider making AI your best friend. And I saw a video from Gary Vee where he was on his show, and then people call in and whatnot. And then somebody says, look, I'm a graphic designer. I've been creating. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. And I'm scared, as my whole business is around creating for companies and individuals. And Gary Vee did something which I thought it was genius, and I want to share with each and every one of us. He said, you go to ChatGPT and you ask it, hey, I'm a father of 2. I make X amount of money. My business is, and it revolves around my kind of clientele, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm terrified that in the next 12 months, my business will be irrelevant. What do you think I should do and focus on? And ChatGPT gave him a full analysis on what is the next move. So I thought, all right, well, let's play. So I asked ChatGPT based on me and my business and what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And ChatGPT's answer to me, the very first piece, it said, ready? And I'm quoting my ChatGPT in here. My ChatGPT said, while AI may have the brightest and most intelligent collaborative mind, it is always going to be reactive to the information that is being fed. So we are only as good as the information that you are feeding us. And I was like, so you're telling me that it all comes down to what I'm doing, right? So I was like, well, based on that, what should I be feeding you? What should I focus on? And then he gave me a whole outline of what I need to do, how I need to do it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I thought that I was on the right trajectory. I was somehow, somewhat, but only for probably another 12 months. And then I would be looking like, oh my God, there's new applications, there's new softwares, there's new things that is going to replace me, right? On what I do on an ongoing basis. So I made a pivot, just a little subtle pivot that I know for a fact that I just extended my relevance in the marketplace probably another 3 to 5 years. So I would encourage you to make AI your best friend because yes, AI is going to make your life and my life easier. AI makes you and I, just like many people say about me, well, I don't need Ali. I can just use an app. I can just use a software. I can just use ChatGPT. But remember, it is only as good as the person using it. I'm telling you this, that you still need to develop, that you need still to grow. Don't use AI as a cheat code. If you're using AI as a cheat code, I guarantee you, you're just speeding up your irrelevance. Ooh, did I hurt your feelings? So make sure that you are absolutely continuing your personal growth and your professional growth while you are leveraging AI as a tool to speed up your potential. Does that make sense? Cool. So make sure at some point, whenever you're having your cup of tea or a glass of wine, whatever floats your boat, and ask your ChatGPT based on here's who I am, here's my life, here's my income, here's my whatever it is that you want to give it. Where do you think I should focus on in the next 6 months to protect my livelihood, to protect my income, or to increase or 10x? And I guarantee you, in many cases, you're going to be looking at your ChatGPT and almost mad at it. Like, I can't believe you're telling me to do all this extra work. It's the reality. And I love it. I'm like, man, I was playing with it so much over the weekend that I created a 54-page guideline of what I need to do and implement step by step. I'm like, this is turning into a book. It is going to be a book. Oh my God. Right. So it's only as good as the mind that is feeding it. All right. So today, I'm going to focus with you on activating the greatness within to convert business, because your conversion or lack thereof is simply a reflection of how everybody around you sees you as a business owner or a business developer or an executive, right? Like the income that I'm making is not based on what I know, is based on how I'm perceived by my marketplace. People that are wanting to do business with me identify my value not based on what's on my website or what I tell them the dollar amount is, but based on the value they see me providing to them. Because again, and I'll come back to it 1,000 times, just like you, just like me, whenever somebody's pitching us anything, we look for ChatGPT, YouTube, school, freebies that I can get without having to give you the money. In other words, the question becomes, do I really need you? Do I really want to spend the money? So how do we create that relevance and that need in the marketplace? Well, you got to be a superhero at identifying what is wrong with the world and creating the solution for it, AKA another piece for AI. Just ask, hey, what are the biggest problems entrepreneurs have or women have or realtors have or whatever? It'll tell you based on what's on the internet. These are the biggest challenges. Cool. Can you provide me the best solutions for this at this price point so I can market it today without spending a... See, it all comes down to figuring out what is the problem. I'm going to create a solution and then I'm going to monetize it. All right. So obviously you're here. The mindset is right for us to absolutely have this honest conversation. So when it comes to our community, our network, our Diva Network, right? We got to ask ourselves the question, like, what is the solution that we are providing? Like, what is the value? What would make somebody say, I need to be here versus Well, it's just another group of women who are empowering one another and I can network with. Do I really need to give you $1,150 as a founding member? That's the answer that we got to provide, because you and I have individual talents that we may convey. Oh my God, you really got to do this. And people may consider, oh my God, do I really want to do this? And that's when they come to the overviews. That's when they come to the Tuesday events or the Wednesday to make an educated business decision that's really only to answer one question and one question only. Do I really need to be here and spend this money? So we're going to talk a lot about how do we convert the yes, you need to be here. Yes, you need this. Yes, you need to spend the money on it because of the value. Okay. So some of the things that I want you to focus on is obviously understand that you're going to need to have some social proof, meaning your activity has to respond that question. It cannot be your words. If I go and look up your socials, and again, I'm not asking you to be a flyer from social media. I'm asking you, what is the value that you're providing that you've derived from the Diva Network that makes me say, wow. So if I'm part of this community, I too will look like you're looking right now. I too will have the impact that you have right now. I too will sound knowledgeable and confident. But if you're not showcasing that, then really you're talking a good game, but I don't see the social proof for it, right? And the intent is not about hype. I know a lot of times, especially in the social media world that we're living in, it seems like every 2 seconds somebody's like, don't scroll. I'm about to give you the best thing to make $1 million as soon as you sneeze. And don't worry, it requires no sales, no recruiting, no this, no that. And you're like, okay, what's the real catch? And we end up getting frustrated by wasting our time on some form that leads nowhere, right? So it's very, very important for us to be very, very result-based, not hype-based. So the very first thing that I want to focus on is the mission behind the movement, if you will. Why does the Diva Network exist as a community? What is it that makes it? Entertain me in the chat, and I'll tell you a few things, but in the chat, because each one of us sees something different. Each one of us has a different vantage point. Why does the Diva Network exist?
At ME Studios, we don't just create campaigns, we build brands. Our mission is to transform your ideas into a compelling experience that resonates with your audience and elevates your brand identity. Hey there! Ever dreamt of launching your own branding campaign, but overwhelmed by all the moving parts? From concept to execution, the process can seem daunting. But don't worry, we've got you covered. Look no further. Welcome to ME Studios, your one-stop shop for all things branding. Imagine this, a place where creativity meets technology, and your branding dreams come to life. We start with pre-production. Our expert team dives into creative concept meetings, curates top-tier guests, and even puts together stunning headshots. We help you shape your vision and plan every detail meticulously. We even throw in AI-powered commercials to give you that extra edge. These commercials are designed to seamlessly integrate with your content, making your campaign not just informative, but also commercially viable. Next up, production. Picture yourself in a state-of-the-art studio with professional lighting, high-quality mics, and an inspiring atmosphere. Our studios are equipped with the latest technology to ensure your sessions are smooth and productive. We create power-packed segments split into 3 engaging parts, 15 minutes each, designed to captivate your audience. Our team ensures that each segment is filled with valuable content and keeps your audience hooked. Now, let's talk post-production. Our team meticulously edits your content, adding branded intros and outros, custom music, and flawless transitions. We take care of all the technical details so you can focus on delivering your message. We make sure your message shines brighter than ever. Our goal is to enhance your voice and make your campaign stand out in a crowded market. Finally, it's time to launch. We distribute your polished campaign across all major platforms, ensuring your campaign reaches the widest possible audience. But that's not all. We create viral reels, issue a national press release, and ensure your campaign gets the attention it deserves. Our marketing strategies are designed to maximize your reach and engagement. At ME Studios, we bring your vision to life. Our dedicated team works tirelessly to ensure your campaign is a true reflection of your brand and resonates with your audience. your campaign, your brand, done right. We take pride in delivering high-quality professional campaigns that make a lasting impact. Ready to make your mark? Visit themestudios.net and book your launch today. Our team is excited to help you start your branding journey. Thanks for watching, and let's get your voice out there. Together, we can create something truly special. Lee.
If I were to ask you that question, what would you answer me? Entertain me in the chat, please. This is the part that you participate, and I just stay quiet until I see something on the chat. What's up, Sister Jennifer? I see you. Connection, okay, beautiful. Visibility, okay. Support. Network. Community, connection, leverage, visibility, okay. To build, collaborate, business, and expand. All right, collaboration came out 3 times. Education, collaboration, 4. All right. Isn't it interesting? It's like a survey. So all of your answers are accurate. 100% true, all of them. Let me ask you a question. If I were to go to your social media right now, would I get the vibe that you are collaborating, that you are networking, that you are responding to build a community? Or it's just like sell, 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 or it's just I am non-existent. I don't even post at all. So the content that is out there has to be the answer to the community that you are trying to attract, because your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So you got to make sure that you are showcasing impact, collaboration, wealth building, all the different areas that you are referring to that you just told me right now. Not once a day, not once a week, but you got to be the loudest person about it. If you really, really, really feel as strong about what you're telling me, then why aren't you expressing it in a highest powerful level? Again, no hype, just showcase, share more results, share more stories, share more reels, somebody else's testimonials. The reason we're not doing none of the above, either we are not organized the way that we need to be, and I'm here to help and assist with that, or we're just not necessarily seeing the value ourselves. Like we know this is the right place, but we don't understand how to express it. So hopefully we can help you out with that. The power of alignments. When you believe in this brand, in this community, in this movement, selling becomes serving. See, we tend to start falling into the trap of I have to be a perfect salesperson. I have to know how to do the sales cycle. Well, how about just serving people? I mean, I think you know me by now, and you've heard my story since we started this whole thing, is the more you identify solutions and the more of a best friend you become to the community, and I'm not talking just internally, everybody. Hey, man, how can I make your day better today? And I'm just going to give you and give you and give you and give you regardless of what you give back. The more you serve, the selling a component becomes so much easier. So don't sell, serve. Don't sell, serve, okay? Because people will say, how do you know all this stuff? How are you getting all this information? How is? And it becomes a little bit simpler for you to just become a leader, because a leader is simply someone who serves the most. I saw a throwback video from Jimmy Ezel earlier this morning. He was giving homage to a mentor of his who passed. May his soul rest in peace. And younger Jimmy, when the hair was all black and the dimples were still on his face cheeks. I'm not picking on you, brother. I love you. He's my big brother. I earned the right to pick on him. And he said, all my legacy builders team, wherever you are, thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you. End quote. That is a direct quote. He didn't say, I'm so grateful that I built 1,000 team member. Nope. He just said, thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you. So you want to lead, just serve people. And the more you serve, the more you're going to be perceived as a leader. Make sure that you speak to the reason why someone would consider to be part of the Diva Network. See, you're not here just to sell a program. I don't know about you, but I'm not here to sell something. I'm here because I believe that we can do something greater than it ever has been done before. I believe that my daughter, who is going to be 5 years old in October, she's going to start paying a little bit more attention. And I want her to have an environment where women are empowering one another, where she doesn't feel like, she's a minority in the workplace, or she has to feel like she has to fight to earn what's rightfully hers, right? I have a wife that I want her to feel comfortable in an environment that she can be anything that she desires to be, as an influencer, an entrepreneur, whatever she wants. I have a mother who is a grandma who at times thinks, oh, my time has already passed. And I want her to see this movement that no matter how old or how young, you can absolutely rock it out. So it's a selfish, intentional movement for me. The money is a bonus. That's what we call the compensation plan. Bonuses. The bonus means extras. So are you in here just for the money? If you operate with the money, it's like the sword. If you live with the sword, you'll die with the sword. If you live with the money, you will be distracted and you will go somewhere else or do something else or not do anything for the money. So make sure that you understand you're here. I'm here at least to guide someone out of confusion, out of pain, out of stagnation, right? So I'm not here to sell you a program. I'm here to identify what are you confused about in your business or in your brand? What is the pain point? What is holding you back from greatness? And I'm using this program as a resource to help you, as a tool to help you to get out of it. That needs to be your approach to every single person. Because I get a lot of questions. How do I approach people? Well, what is their problem? I don't know. When you figure that out, you'll know how to approach them. How do I approach realtors? What is their problem? I'm not sure. When you figure that out, you will know how the Diva Network becomes the answer. So you just do a little bit of homework to identify what is the pain point. And yes, you can use AI and say, hey, ChatGPT, I'm about to work with a mechanic as a prospect, and I'm not sure how this mechanic is going to use the Diva Network. Can you give me an idea as the pain points that mechanics have every single day? And it will be a list of those things. Hey, mechanic, before we get started, I did a little bit of searching, and I realized mechanics deal with a few pain points, and I want to make sure that none of them are applicable to you. Do you deal with? And the mechanic will be like, oh my God, yeah, that if you can help me figure that part out, you got me. If you can help me figure that part out, it may be the vacation incentives that a mechanic can give away to his clients every time they do an oil change. It may be, having the travel portal that the mechanic is constantly driving and back and forth, for whatever it may be. It may be so many different areas. So you just have to get good at identifying the solution and presenting the Diva Network as the solution for the removal of confusion, removal of pain, removal of stagnation. Now, it's important for you to lead with value, not with marketing assets. How many of us here, what are the marketing assets that we can share? Bro, I appreciate the marketing assets. We need to have something marketable. We need to have graphics and flyers and videos. I get all of that. But you know what is the most attractive? It is your value as an individual. Meaning, if you share a clip, a video, a testimonial, a blurb of the podcast. If you haven't noticed, in school, every single day we're going to be sharing blurbs of the podcast itself. So you can take that blurb, because it's just a link, and you can share it, or preferably not on a wall, preferably DM it to somebody. Hey, Don, I know you and I talked last week about et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This clip right here sums it up in 1 minute. Check it out. And that clip leads to the podcast, or that clip leads to Tuesday, or whatever it may be. So using the tools and the resources, but your voice, your likeness, your credibility is the most valuable asset to generate leads and build credibility for a decision to be made. Here are the 3-part formula that I believe can help you to, if you will, create the right approach in that message, if you will, right? So the very first part is that you need the hook. So the hook is that thing that makes me stop from scrolling, right? Oh my God, guys, I just watched this one piece of content. It's literally less than 3 minutes, and it changed the way I think about collaboration forever. I'm going to put the link in my comment. Check it out, right? Something that makes me stop. The value, a brief insight or a quote. That's the second part. So the hook is what makes me stop. The value is the information itself. I am a firm believer. Don't share my stuff. Learn it, record your own version of it, and then share your own stuff. I don't want you to promote somebody else's stuff. Promote your own. Now, there's that powerful wow factor that it's like, oh my God, I just got to share this, right? Every now and then I do it myself, right? Like Mark Cuban, I shared his stuff like, over the weekend. There's that one thing like, this is powerful, I got to share it. But if I learn something from you today, as much as I love you, I'll give you credit. I'll say in the beginning of my like, hey, I was just watching this training with Don, and Don was talking about, see, I gave you credit, but now it's my content. I'm going to talk about what I learned from it. So invest, learn, and teach, right? So that value, that second step, is what I'm giving my own insight of what I just learned. And then 3 is the call to action. So, like, hey, by the way, if you want the full training or if you want the full session or if you want the full information, I'm going to put my link right in the comment below. Just click on it. It's complimentary access. You can see it for yourself. So the hook, the value, and then the call to action. The hook is that one-liner that makes me stop. A lot of marketers, as annoyingly obnoxious, and I hate every single one of them when they do it, I stop. Wait, hold on, don't scroll. And I'm like, you got me. What am I going to stop for, right? And then they give you a little bit of an insight. If you are a coach, if you are an author, if you are a podcaster, blah, 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 whatever it is, I just figured out how to get 50 leads under 1 hour with one simple click. That's the insight. Click on the link below and I'll give you exactly the formula of how I did it. It works as annoying as it is, but you have to create it in your own voice, and it doesn't have to be a paid ad. You can just work in your own internal network and the billions of groups that are available in all social media networks that you can tap into each and every one of them. Make sure you use stories, please. And what I mean by stories, I'm not talking about just a story like a post. Like be a storyteller. Like, who has inspired you today? Who had made your emotions melt today? Who had made you laugh today? Who had made you be a storyteller? Like I'll tell you a quick story right now, and I hope Jimmy doesn't get mad at me. Jimmy, I called him out last week about him when he grills and he uses the smoker. You guys remember that when I was talking about he does the smoker and he never shares? So the sarcastic mind that he has, he shared, not with me, but just on a story and tagged me on it so I can see these big, huge slabs of ribs that are being smoked in his smoker. And he's like, shout out to Ali Medaoui, and just left me salivating, right? I just told you a story. Some of you had a little smirk on your face. That emotional engagement will make people give you a like, a comment, a share, or anything for that matter. That leads for me to send a direct message that says, Jennifer, thank you so much for laughing with me today. Isn't it crazy, right? And now I'm having dialogue with you. How you been, by the way? What do you got going on? How is your holiday season going? Whatever it may be, that would lead to Jennifer saying, how about you? And that gives me the opportunity to say, well, we've been helping women, or we've been working with, or we've been creating, or we've been whatever it is that I'm passionate about out of the multiple things that you have shared in that chat earlier. But if it does not show on your socials, it doesn't match what you're telling me on the direct messenger, there is a disconnect where I'm like, well, sounds great, but obviously it's not something that is an absolute must. Otherwise, you would have been so passionate about it. I am so passionate about what I do every single day. You have to literally ask me to stop talking about it. And if you don't believe me, ask my wife. I'm always like, you talk so much. I love you, baby. But oh my God, I get it. I get it. In a good way, in a positive way. Okay. Direct messengers are where I make all of my income. While you see 10 posts a day, all over, in every format, AI or HI, but I am a beast on direct messenger. So if you're not working direct messengers, you're not making much money. And what I mean by that, think about us. We are walking in Main Street, right? And all these different stores, right? And storefronts, those are people's posts and profiles. And we're like, hello, hey, hello. And if I were one of the stores while you're walking and I say, Jennifer, come on, I got some shirts. You want to see these shirts? And hey, I'm giving 50% off. I sound like that guy in the supermarket. And you're like, thanks. And you keep walking. It's like the person who's like, hi, how are you in the mall? And then next thing you know, you got, salt from the Red Sea and they're rubbing your hand already and telling you, look at all the germs removed from your hand. You're like, annoying, right? The point that I'm trying to make, if I wait for Jennifer to engage with my store and I'm like, hey, actually, I got a new collection that just came in. Let me show you right in the back. I just got you on a direct messenger or on a private conversation like, yeah, this is brand new. And just so you know, we just got it in the market today. Obviously, we're just putting stickers on them today. But if it's something that you desire, let me know. I'll make a special price for you. Now I am working on Jennifer, and 99% of the time, people, you and I, don't want to talk finances publicly. So if I'm talking to Jennifer about $9.97, come on, I'll give you a special deal, she's going to walk away. Whether she has the money or doesn't have the money, she doesn't want to talk to me about finance in front of everybody. So privately, when I engage with somebody about a business function, they usually say, what's it going to cost? You ready for the answer? You ready for the answer? What's your budget? That's it. So what's your budget? Because if somebody's like, oh, 1,000, 2,000, cool. I know you can do a fountain pack. But if somebody's like, I don't know, like $100 maybe, great. I know you can do the actual $100 a month. Either way, it's a win. I just have to ask, what's your budget? Don't give a price point. I never recommend for anybody to give a price point about anything, unless you have an e-commerce low cost, cup for $10 and you just have an a la carte for everybody. That's a different story. But when it comes to you giving an offer as an expert, as an executive, as a professional, including the Diva Network, doesn't matter how much posts you put about, it's only $11.47. If you are consulting the individual based on their pain point, based on their stagnation, based on that issue that they have, and they say, man, this looks great. How much is this going to cost me? Ask, well, what's your budget if we were to give you everything that I just showed you? They'll say, I don't know, $100. Great. Well, good news is we got an option that's just around that price. If they say 1,000, 2,000, maybe max, good news, we have an option that's just about $1,150, which would work for you. Let's go. How you spell your first and last name? But we tend to fall into the trap of, I have to be an expert salesperson. No, you have to be a solution provider to people's problems. And step one, identify people's problems. Here's an example. This is an example, meaning you got to speak with your own voice. Don't copy what I'm saying, right? Hey, Queen, I saw your post about AI and felt like you'd love what we are building in here. If I can share a quick clip with you that changed my mindset about AI, would you check it out? It's only 5 minutes. It's only 1 minute, whatever it is that you're going to share, right? Then follow up within 15 minutes. Hey, did you check it out? Yes, I did. Let me send you a longer version of what I just showed you because it changed my life forever. And by the way, it's complimentary. You can send them your replicated website. You can invite them to the Zoom on Tuesday. You can send them a pre-recorded session. You can send them one of the exhibit, anything that makes the most sense for that conversation. But you are the driver. You got to identify what is the pain point. This is the solution for it. Not everybody's going to hear the same exact thing. As a matter of fact, right now, as I'm talking to you, you are not hearing the same thing the person that is in the box next to you right now, because our brain, the way it works is based on our IQ level, belief system, education, religious system, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So each one of us is hearing something different. Okay? So make sure that you are intentional based on the problem, the pain point, the stagnation, and then I'm going to provide you a solution. Please make sure that you use the tools that are available to you. Obviously, you have a replicated website. If somebody's like, is there something I can take a look at? Hey, this is a 5,000-foot view. Check it out if you'd like. There are videos and different things in it. But Tuesday, if you want a sneak peek, again, how I would introduce it. If you want a sneak peek, usually for members, but I'll sneak you in if you'd like. But you got to make sure you are there, because if I put your name in, I'm going to be called out as to why you're not there.
At ME Studios, we don't just create campaigns, we build brands. Our mission is to transform your ideas into a compelling experience that resonates with your audience and elevates your brand identity. Hey there! Ever dreamt of launching your own branding campaign, but overwhelmed by all the moving parts? From concept to execution, the process can seem daunting. But don't worry, we've got you covered. Look no further. Welcome to ME Studios, your one-stop shop for all things branding. Imagine this, a place where creativity meets technology, and your branding dreams come to life. We start with pre-production. Our expert team dives into creative concept meetings, curates top-tier guests, and even puts together stunning headshots. We help you shape your vision and plan every detail meticulously. We even throw in AI-powered commercials to give you that extra edge. These commercials are designed to seamlessly integrate with your content, making your campaign not just informative, but also commercially viable. Next up, production. Picture yourself in a state-of-the-art studio with professional lighting, high-quality mics, and an inspiring atmosphere. Our studios are equipped with the latest technology to ensure your sessions are smooth and productive. We create power-packed segments split into 3 engaging parts, 15 minutes each, designed to captivate your audience. Our team ensures that each segment is filled with valuable content and keeps your audience hooked. Now, let's talk post-production. Our team meticulously edits your content, adding branded intros and outros, custom music, and flawless transitions. We take care of all the technical details so you can focus on delivering your message. We make sure your message shines brighter than ever. Our goal is to enhance your voice and make your campaign stand out in a crowded market. Finally, it's time to launch. We distribute your polished campaign across all major platforms, ensuring your campaign reaches the widest possible audience. But that's not all. We create viral reels, issue a national press release, and ensure your campaign gets the attention it deserves. Our marketing strategies are designed to maximize your reach and engagement. At ME Studios, we bring your vision to life. Our dedicated team works tirelessly to ensure your campaign is a true reflection of your brand and resonates with your audience. Your campaign, your brand, done right. We take pride in delivering high-quality, professional campaigns that make a lasting impact. Ready to make your mark? Visit themestudios.net and book your launch today. Our team is excited to help you start your branding journey. Thanks for watching, and let's get your voice out there. Together, we can create something truly special.
So use that. The little clips, every single day, you're going to see little clips on our school community. There are actual links. DM them. You don't have to put them on your walls just because it's a third-party application. If you put a YouTube link or a TikTok link or a Spotify link on Facebook, they censor it. So you don't have to be, putting links everywhere. Just DM them. Hey, I saw this video and I thought about you. It'll get a conversation going for you, especially they're short and sweet. Make sure you use specific tools and resources that are provided to you. Any infographics, any thumbnails, anything that's going into that school, use it. These reels that we are creating, they're for you. So if you have, as Adora has mentioned, if you have your pieces of content and you're sharing them, tag the Diva Network. We're redirected. We'll post it again just so you can get some connection. You never know. We all have mutual friends, mutual connections, mutual followers. You just never know who's going to see it. Okay. And of course, there's training. I come in here intentionally every single Monday to give you beyond what you need. I give you everything that I am as if you're paying $5,000 for this training. And trust me when I tell you, it's not skimmed, it's not, watered down. It is everything that I am, everything that you need, so you can absolutely add more tools to your toolbox. But remember, please, you're not starting from scratch, because a lot of time people are like, I'm basically starting from scratch. No, you're not. You're starting from strategy. Because if you show up in here and you just take a little bit of these tools and resources and just a little bit of progression, we tend to chase perfection. Perfection doesn't exist, not in our flawed human society. It doesn't. You know what exists? Progression. If I'm just getting a little bit better today than I did yesterday, if I'm just a little bit more disciplined today than I was yesterday, if I send one more connection today than I did yesterday, I am winning. I am winning. The challenge is we tend to just say, I'm either perfect or I should stop. I either have the perfect post or I shouldn't do anything. I have the perfect copy or I am a horrible person when it comes to marketing. And that is far from the truth. That is what marketers want us to believe. You are not a marketer. You are an executive that is providing a solution for everyday average individuals. You just have to be the friend, the consultant, the advisor. And what does that mean? I got to learn you. I got to learn your issue, your challenge, your problem. And from there, even if I say, hey, give me 24 hours, I'll do a little bit of homework. From now on, let the world know, hey, I work with people to identify their problems and provide them with, or match them with the solution. Well, how do you do that? What's your biggest problem? I'm dealing with. Great. Give me 24 hours. I'll come back to you. Do you know how much valuable you will be? Because you know what we do, right? That's what we use ChatGPT for. That's what we use YouTube and Google for. How do you fix the washing machine? What is the check light engine in my car? Guess what that is? Google's like, okay, give me your problems. I'll give you the solutions. So you have to now be the human intelligence that is leveraging the artificial intelligence to take other humans' problems and tell AI, give me the solution, and you come back and you connect it right with Diva Network. Hey, this is what I got for you. Man, that was great. How'd you break that down? Well, because I'm part of the Diva Network, I'm provided tools, resources, and training. Specifically, the Monday, there's this handsome guy with beautiful hair, always giving us the goodies. And you definitely want to be part of it. How? Once you show up on Tuesday, I'll give you a little bit of a better overview of how it all works. Now, Tuesday is the connection point. They're like, wow, this is phenomenal. Why don't we get you started? Yeah, but what? What's your budget? I can do the 1,147. Great. What can you do? I don't know, 100, 200. Great. Sign them up. Sign them up. The problem is we don't take the time to do this part that I just told you. Finding the problem, coming up with the solution, and connecting it back to the Diva Network and using that as leverage as, hey, you want more where this came from? Right? That's really it. I'm hungry. Here's a bite. My God, that tasted good. You want more where this came from? The Diva Network is the kitchen. And we just got to bring them right back to the kitchen and let them make their own decision. And some people are going to get started right away. Some people, no matter how much you feed them, they're just not ready. And that's okay. That's okay. Just do your part to add more value in somebody else's life. Okay. Make sure you do your own KPIs. And what I mean by that, you want to make sure you put like some units of measurements. Like, what are you trying to achieve today or this week? I always give you homework, right? What would you like to do every single day? 5 voice notes to somebody that you're communicating with, 10 shares, 2 new signups, 30 new reach outs, like whatever that is, write it down and hold yourself accountable. And don't make your lows your highs, right? Meaning if you can do more than what you're stating that you can do, then do more. And you'll have fun with it. Because you're like, I can't believe I finished in 30 minutes. Maybe I'll do another 30 minutes. Cool, double up. And then again, progression, not perfection. Progression, not perfection. I just want to grow little by little. I just want to grow little by little. Okay? Block out 30 minutes every single day. This is what I do. Every single morning, no matter what, I'm reaching out to people within that 30 minutes. I usually end up doing 30 to 60 new contacts in that 30 minutes. No, I don't do it to wait for somebody to ask me right away. I just do it because I know for a fact I have to keep my inventory full. And what is my inventory? New connections. Happy Monday. Done. Hey, I hope your Ford was great. Done. Hey, beautiful pictures from the lake this weekend. Done. Happy birthday. Done. Just 30 new conversations. That's all I aim for. And most of the time I end up doing 60. Okay. So outreach, engagements, share your stories. I mean, as little as they may be, just share a little. But first, coffee. Best book I've ever read. Oh my God, I'm having the time of my life. I dread this moment, but I'm going to do it anyways. It doesn't matter. Just that moment of vulnerability, of authenticity, of realness, raw. All right, guys. I know we're supposed to be all positive and everything is great, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I am stressing the you know what out. And I need to vent out and let it out of my chest because this is a story that's gonna disappear. Don't crucify me for it. Okay, here's what I'm hating about today, and I wish I'd never have to do it. That authenticity will get somebody on the other side. Maybe like, girl, I totally get you. Conversation started. Just like that. So it's about being real and relatable, not just trying to be marketable. Okay. Let's see here. What else I got? Oh yeah. Does anybody in here have an accountability partner? Somebody that you check in with every single day? Somebody that you okay, I highly recommend that you look for your accountability partner in the group and you say, hey, do you mind pairing up, being accountability partners? Hey, would you mind if I check in with you every single day? Just somebody, not to get a shoulder to cry on. That one person that's gonna tell you, let's go, another 5 push-ups. And you're like, I'm tired. And they're like, good, do it again. You need to do it more, right? You need that accountability partner in your life that's going to elevate you and lift you up. Like, my wife is probably the biggest accountability partner that I have in my life because she would literally call me out. She's like, okay, Mr. Happy and Excited, you look cranky right now. Can you do what you do on Zooms and put your best attitude forward? I'm like, fine. Yes, you're right. She'll call me out. She's like, you're all amazing in front of the world, but it's just me and you right now. Why are you being cranky on me? I'm like, you know what? You're right. Bring me back to my best version of myself. As annoying of a conversation that is, just so you know. I hate it. I hate it when my wife would tell me, you're too nice. You give everything to everyone. It almost translates as in, you're getting played by everybody. Now, my mindset is like, live on abundance, give it all away to the whole world, right? But what she's telling me is, as the COO of our company, yo, buddy, you got a fiduciary responsibility to everybody in the company. You got to make money. Stop giving it all away for free, right? So again, accountability is important. That person is going to keep you guided. That's going to keep you going and redirecting. Your GPS, as I like to call it. What does GPS do when we are heading the wrong direction? Recalculating. You can make the wrong turn 1,000 times. Recalculate it. So you need your GPS. So find your accountability partner. And trust me when I tell you, ladies and gents, you're not late. You're right on time. You're not a mess. You're perfectly where you need to be. You just need to have the courage to let the world know, I'm a mess. And every messy person out there will be like, me too? Did we just become best friends? And just like that, conversations initiate. I'm telling you right now what I do every single day. I embrace my flaws. I love all the wrong things that I've done my whole life because they led me right to this moment, right where we are here right now on July 7th at 11:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everything up to a second ago was designed for this very same moment. So stop fighting and thinking that my past is identifying my future. Your past has only given you data. That's all. Your past has only given you information. Now, what you do with that information right now is going to determine the next second, the next minute, the next hour, the next week, next month, next year, etc., etc., etc. So while you and I keep saying, I'm just so bad at, that's just data. Cool. What are you bad at? Taking pictures. Cool. Do you know about AI? Because you can tell it and it'll create models for you that you don't even have to be in the picture. I'm bad at creating copy. Cool. Did you hear what Ali said at the beginning of the hour? You need to make AI your best friend. Tell it. I don't know how to write. I am terrible. Don't search ChatGPT like Google. It needs to be a working session. You need to talk to it. Here's how I work with my ChatGPT. Ready? All right. So we got this working on. I'm about to train the Diva Network. I have a recording session with another company. Blah, 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 blah. Can you help me out organize my thought where I have continuity in the messaging so I don't have to have multiple trainings, but one to train for all and it's applicable in one voice? ChatGPT will be like, what if we do this and this and this and this? Yeah, but I need a little bit more motivational, but yet practical. I need 1 + 1 = 2. Okay, what if, and we go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I work with my ChatGPT on a specific content for at least 15 to 20 minutes, sometimes more, until I'm satisfied that this working partner that I have has given me the best possible version. And then I say, great, can you write it down for me in an outline? Then I come to show up and train. I don't just say, give me a copy for an email to send. That is what Google can do. You know that, right? You can literally go to Google right now and put that stuff, and Google will give you random information. You need to have working sessions with your AI. And if you're inconsistent, you're just unaligned. So all that means, your alignment is off. There's this desire for you to be great. And then there is the activity that requires for you to be great. And the desire is not in alignment with the activity. I desire to have a six pack and be sexier than my wife's favorite crush from every Hollywood movie she ever watches and cannot hear me when she's watching them. And I'm like, hey, I'm here. Hello, wifey. I'm sorry, six pack got me lost, right? Great. I want the six pack, but I'm eating ice cream and cheeseburgers and not working out. The desire and the action are not in alignment. So you have to do a true evaluation. Use ChatGPT. Here's what I want. It would literally ask you, well, what are you doing every single day? And what are you doing? And what are you writing? And what are you? And what are you? And you can tell it, I can't afford what you suggested. And I definitely don't have the time for what you suggested. It'll say, let me get you a lighter version of it. That's too light. Can you intensify? And you go back and forth, back and forth. I use it like it's $1 million executive assistant. Real talk. So you need to make sure that you find the alignment. God does not call the qualified, ladies and gentlemen. God qualifies those who he calls. So stop thinking that I need to be perfect for a role. I'm called to do what I'm doing with you right now. Then I am taught every single day new ways about it. I just told you I'm learning every single week I come. I'm like, I just watched this from Gary Vee and I just learned this and I just learned that. I'm learning as much as you're learning. But my guiding force is a higher power, core values, and a relentless, I'm going to kick that ass every single day, no matter what. I love what I do. I appreciate what I do. I come in here saying, I'm going to be their favorite. They're going to think about me all week long, not just for the selfish need of admiration, because we all have a little bit of that inside of our bodies. No, but because I promised myself, my younger self, Ali, from 2013 and 12, when I used to come out to meetings and sessions and I would ask people for help, they will hoard information and they will say, well, we have a coaching program. It's only $13,500 if you want that access. So I said to myself, I'm going to give this group every Monday as if they're paying me $13,500. And I do it everywhere, just so you know. I love you, but I do it everywhere. I outgive every single person. I'm competing with YouTube. I tell my ChatGPT, give me everything I need to know that no one is asking, and then I learn it from it. Instead of you AI learning from me, I'm going to learn from you. And then I come in here and I just give you my very, very, very best. So don't fall into the trap of I have to be perfect and know it all. No, you don't. You just have to be willing and accept the information as you go every single day. I speak, I serve, I don't sell. I speak and I serve every single day because I believe that I'm worthy. I believe that I'm good. I believe that I'm abundantly full with greatness. And it's so full that it just comes out of my cup. So I want to share it all. If you have that mindset and if you have that attitude, just like you come every single Monday, the more people who are ready and willing, they'll show up for you, whatever your day is. So I hope your message, my message came with the love that I intended it for you. And as always, let's do some Q&A, ladies. What you got for me? And gentlemen, of course.
Thanks, Ali. I'm trying to get you on my phone, but I can't and I have to run. Thanks, love.
You got it, sis. Any questions?
You know, I always got something to say. Ollie.
Yes, you do. Talk to me.
Well, first of all, it's funny that you brought this up this morning because I literally, as I was lying in bed, all the junk was running through my head. And you know what I did? I went onto ChatGPT and I babbled and I said, create my to-do list. I have never done that before. Unbelievable. Categorized. And then I took it a step further. Like, they were like, would you like me to put this on a Trello board? So it gave me, I never thought of doing it that way. Right. I often dictate because, I'm a voice person. And, but I think my question, which I think you'll understand, is with all the things that we even have going on with the Diva Network right now. We've got this thing happening this week. We're doing a fundraiser for the camp for the California Dining Divas. We're trying to build Diva Locals. It's hard. And I think what you're going to tell me is to time block. And then I got work. I got income to, all of these things can be income producing, but sometimes I don't want to be time debting. What is your thought, especially when you have timelines? Like we've got this event coming up this week. So obviously that's got to take some kind of priority. And then on Monday, we've got the fundraiser. Do I categorize these things out in terms of how I'm going to post? What's your advice? What's your thoughts? And use ChatGPT maybe in a way that I'm not thinking right now.
She answered every single question. Time
That's why I have to say it out loud.
Prioritize.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you know the answer. Just that's exactly it. And the truth of the matter is, I'll add one more sauce to it, but that's going to be determined based on some variables. Outsource and delegate. Like I tell every single person, if it is virtual, you need to outsource it. If it is physical, you need to delegate it. Like, what are you doing every single day that is stopping you from making $1,000 an hour? Like if I'm cutting grass to save $35, I'd rather pay $35 to have my grass cut, and I'm spending an hour on something that could morph into $1,000 and $2,000 for that very same hour. Am I, shopping my own, groceries while I can use Instacart and someone can shop it for me? And if they get it wrong, I just say wrong and I get my money back for whatever it is that they got wrong. And I spend an hour and a half focused on my gift and my talent and my greatness. So outsourcing and delegating is the last piece because that buys you time. And many times we don't delegate, we don't outsource simply because of budgeting. And I understand it. It's a budgeting situation,
But you know what? I'm just gonna add on to that because that's not. I have already budgeted. I now have 3 VAs.
Yeah.
Organizing my 3 VAs though is something I need to probably invest a little more time into.
Ready?
Yes.
I got you. A GVA, a general virtual assistant. So one of your 3 VAs should be the most qualified. Yep. So you have one point of contact.
I know who it is.
And then that individual runs all your VAs. So you're not doing multiple meetings. You let the GVA do all the multiple meetings, and there's a touch point with you.
Okay. And I already think I know who that guy is. Okay. That's beautiful.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You got it, sis. Anybody else? Any questions? We filled up your cup today? Beautiful. Please understand that everything that I'm sharing with you is not to be implemented right away or you are terrible. It's just adding more tools to your toolbox. I am extremely passionate. So when I talk to you every single Monday, it's like, oh my God, he said we got to do all this stuff. I am passionate. I love what I do. It's natural to me, right? It's like showing you a new recipe every single week for a different meal. And it's like, oh my God, Ali said this is the best meal ever. Every Monday, I'm going to come and I'm going to say, it's the best meal ever. But it only means you're just adding more recipes in your recipe book. And on the right week, you say, which recipe do I need for what I'm hungry for? I hope that makes sense. Okay. Beautiful. Well, I appreciate each and every one of you. And if we don't have any other questions, comments, I will look forward to seeing your greatness, your gifts. And until next time, much love. I'll see y'all. Take care, everybody.
At ME Studios, we don't just create campaigns, we build brands. Our mission is to transform your ideas into a compelling experience that resonates with your audience and elevates your brand identity. Hey there! Ever dreamt of launching your own branding campaign, but overwhelmed by all the moving parts? From concept to execution, the process can seem daunting. But don't worry, we've got you covered. Look no further. Welcome to ME Studios, your one-stop shop for all things branding. Imagine this, a place where creativity meets technology and your branding dreams come to life. We start with pre-production. Our expert team dives into creative concept meetings, curates top-tier guests, and even puts together stunning headshots. We help you shape your vision and plan every detail meticulously. We even throw in AI-powered commercials to give you that extra edge. These commercials are designed to seamlessly integrate with your content, making your campaign not just informative, but also commercially viable. Next up, production. Picture yourself in a state-of-the-art studio with professional lighting, high-quality mics, and an inspiring atmosphere. Our studios are equipped with the latest technology to ensure your sessions are smooth and productive. We create power-packed segments split into 3 engaging parts, 15 minutes each, designed to captivate your audience. Our team ensures that each segment is filled with valuable content and keeps your audience hooked. Now, let's talk post-production. Our team meticulously edits your content, adding branded intros and outros, custom music, and flawless transitions. We take care of all the technical details so you can focus on delivering your message. We make sure your message shines brighter than ever. Our goal is to enhance your voice and make your campaign stand out in a crowded market. Finally, it's time to launch. We distribute your polished campaign across all major platforms, ensuring your campaign reaches the widest possible audience. But that's not all. We create viral reels, issue a national press release, and ensure your campaign gets the attention it deserves. Our marketing strategies are designed to maximize your reach and engagement. At ME Studios, we bring your vision to life. Our dedicated team works tirelessly to ensure your campaign is a true reflection of your brand and resonates with your audience. Your campaign, your brand, done right. We take pride in delivering high-quality, professional campaigns that make a lasting impact. Ready to make your mark? Visit themestudios.net and book your launch today. Our team is excited to help you start your branding journey. Thanks for watching, and let's get your voice out there. Together, we can create something truly special.